battlers, and today we are jumping back into the Go Battle League for a look at the Hoenn Cup. And just like this meme says, it's going to look pretty similar to the Open Great League because most of the heavy hitters from the meta are actually from Hoenn. You know, you've got your Metachams, Registeals, Defense Deoxys, Swampert. They're all just jam-packed into Gen 3. So it's a very powerful generation, but it does mean that this meta is going to look pretty similar to usual, which is why we're just kind of going to speedrun it. I don't know how long this video is, but I can't imagine it's more than 3 minutes. So let's just jump in and take a look at the infographic to take a look at what we're going to be seeing for the end of January, start of February, and for the thumbnail. Now we've got 3 main groups on the graphic here. We have the fighters slash pseudo fighters slash mud boys up at the top. In the bottom left, we have the flyers and the anti-fighters. That's the sort of group there. And then in the bottom right, we have the sort of tanks and essentially they're the anti-flyers. So in the top, we've got Defense Deoxys and Metacham as psychic types. I've got Vigoroth in there with counter, Zangoose around because it has close combat, and then we've also got Swampert and Whiscash with its axe. They're sort of the mud boys. They act very similar to the fighters because they sort of beat up the steel types, they beat up the rock types, they don't do too bad up against the ice types, and that is the exact group that is right down there with our Regi Trio, Regi Rock, Regi Steel, Regi Ice, with the Walrein Celio combo as well. Celio actually does a bit better in this meta than the Open Great League meta, and actually ranks higher than Walrein because it has that neutral body slam that is largely unresisted in this cup because there are fewer steel types. So steel is really what holds Celio back in the main meta, just I guess weakens down the effectiveness of body slam, but in this meta where Registeel is the only like major one running around, it's got a little bit more knack there. But Walrein still also really good with Icicle Spear and Earthquake, able to hit those other Regis back as well, while also providing big coverage to those flyers. Altaria and Tropius both taking double super effective damage from Ice. Pelipper not loving the sort of attacks to the skies either. And Gardevoir does pretty okay against the Walrein and the Celio. Regi Steel definitely locks it down. Locks it down, not quite, but Steel type definitely puts some pretty big resistance to the Gardevoir. Shadow Gardevoir does perform better in this meta than regular Gardevoir, so keep that in mind, but Gardevoir and Sableye both just providing pretty constant attacks towards those fighters, psychics, that sort of thing, with Sableye in particular being the ultimate counter to Metacham and Deoxys. Metacham probably like the meta-defining Pokemon in this meta, but yeah, as I said, this is basically Open Great League, so I'm sort of expecting that you've got a pretty good idea about what is going on. So we'll cut it off here. And with that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, especially the subscribe one. Thank you to my patrons and YouTube members as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.